So most people think that discipline means forcing yourself to do things that you hate, but that's not the full truth, right? By the end of this video, you're going to understand the psychology of discipline, why your brain resists hard things, why motivation disappears, why you keep negotiating with yourself, and lastly, how to build discipline that actually lasts. Because once you understand all of this, once you understand discipline, you stop treating it like a punishment and you start to treat it like a power. Now, I've seen this in fitness, I've seen it in business, I've seen it in money, I've seen it in personal transformations. And the people who win are not always the most talented people. They're not always the most motivated people. They are not always the ones with the easiest schedules. The people who win are the ones who understand how to build a system around the vision of themselves that they're becoming. Now, you already know what to do. You know you should train more. You know you should eat better, track your money better, sleep earlier. You should stop wasting your time. You know you should stop starting over. But knowing is not the problem. Doing it consistently is the problem. And the reason is simple. Your mind is not designed to chase growth. Your mind is designed to chase comfort, safety, and familiarity. And this is what most people miss. Discipline is not just about willpower. Discipline is so much more than that. It goes so much deeper than that. It's identity. It's emotional regulation. It's environment. It's standards. It's self-trust. And when you understand that, once you understand all of that, you stop asking yourself, why am I so lazy? You start asking, what systems am I living inside of? What's up, millionaires in making? Welcome back to another episode of the MITM podcast, where we unlock success daily by journeying through the 6 pillars. I'm your host, Ty Aarons, the founder of the MITM Club. And today we're talking about the psychology of discipline, because discipline is not something you either have or don't have. Discipline is something that you build. Now, the first thing that you need to understand is this. You will always act in alignment with who you believe you are. Most people try to build discipline by changing their actions first. They say, I need to work out more. I need to eat better. I need to wake up earlier. I need to stop procrastinating. But the deeper question is, who do you believe you are? Because if you see yourself as someone that is inconsistent, every missed day confirms your identity. If you see yourself as a lazy person, every hard moment becomes proof. Like if you see yourself as someone who's always starting and stopping, then quitting just feels familiar. It's another Tuesday. It's like there's just nothing. Your identity matters so much. Identity shift is the biggest, most important thing that you can do to actually start moving in the direction that you want and stop drifting. A disciplined person does not wake up every day asking, do I feel like doing this? They ask instead, what does someone like me do? What does someone that is building this empire, someone that knows what they want, someone that is tired of drifting, someone that it's a non-negotiable to drift through life, what do they do? And that's the difference. The undisciplined mind will negotiate. The disciplined identity decides. This matters because your body is not just your body. Your body is a part of your leadership. The way that you show up for you and you show your clients how to show up for themselves. This matters because your discipline sets the temperature of your environment. Now, discipline starts when your identity changes from I'm trying to do this into this is who I am now. And once you're solidly in that new identity, you will see the change. But identity alone is not enough because your emotions will still test you. And that brings us to the second layer. The second piece of discipline is understanding that most people do not quit because they're physically incapable. They quit because they can't manage discomfort. Oh my gosh, it's getting hard. Oh, I don't like eating this. Oh, the workouts are tough. You get a little bit uncomfortable and then you're like, nah, forget this. Discipline is not just about doing hard things. It's about staying in commitment or committed while experiencing uncomfortable emotions. You feel tired, you still train. You feel stressed, you still train. You get up, you make better choices. You feel unmotivated, doesn't matter, you show up anyways. You feel embarrassed, you still start again. This is where discipline becomes emotional regulation over time. Because the moment discomfort shows up, most people look for escape. They scroll, they snack, they delay, they blame, they avoid. They say, I'll do it tomorrow. But the joke is tomorrow doesn't actually come. It's always today. Our perception of time makes us think that tomorrow is a thing. It's not a thing, guys. It's always today. Discipline says, I can feel uncomfortable and still move. I don't know if you guys heard, but the way that lobsters grow, they start to grow and grow and grow inside of their shells, and then they get uncomfortable and they have to make a choice. Do I leave the safety of what was comfortable for me in order to grow, be vulnerable, and become something that I never was, become more than I currently am? Do I do that? Or do I stay in this shell and then I eventually die? You know? Just because it feels uncomfortable doesn't mean it's not time to move. And you're going to feel even more uncomfortable. You won't be in the safety of that space that you're in. You're going to step out into the unknown. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what's waiting for you there? But it's a powerful shift. Now, you don't need to feel confident to act. You don't need to feel motivated to make a change. You don't need to feel ready to actually move forward and keep it flowing. You need to learn how to act while your emotions are loud. That's maturity. You need to understand self-leadership. That's discipline. And discipline is not always the absence of discomfort. Discipline is the ability to move while discomfort is present. You just keep it flowing, keep it going. But if you keep putting yourself in environments that trigger old behaviors, emotional regulation becomes harder than it needs to be. So we got to talk about your environment. Your environment changes everything, it shapes everything. It will change who you are. The third thing most people do not understand is that your environment is constantly training you. The question is it training you for discipline or distraction? Most people overestimate willpower and underestimate environment. They say, I just need to be stronger. I just need to do better. I just need to push harder. But they keep junk food in the house. They keep their phones beside their bed. They don't schedule their workouts. They hang around people with no standards. They work in a chaotic space. And they leave everything to chance. That's not a discipline problem. That's an environment problem. Your environment tells your brain what's normal. If your gym clothes are ready, training becomes easier. Heck, if you don't have any gym clothes, guys, go buy some gym clothes that are a little snug. It'll make you want to work out more so they feel a little bit better. But if your gym clothes aren't ready and easy for you to grab and just run to the gym, it's harder. I had a client, she started to, one of my favorite clients, she's done some absolutely wonderful work. I'm so proud of her. She lost a ton of weight, and she's looking really good. But she would leave workout clothes in her car so that she doesn't have to stop off somewhere and go grab whatever. She has a couple sets in her car, so when she's going to the gym, her gym bag is just ready for her to go. It makes it so much easier. Another one of my clients, well, if your meals aren't prepared, eating well is difficult. If you meal prep, eating meals becomes so much easier. Staying on top of your nutrition is easier. One of my clients started following what I do. I don't know if y'all seen like those cube meals where you have these little silicone trays, and as you're cooking, you make like way more than you need. You freeze these silicone trays, they're perfectly portioned. Then when you're ready to eat, you mix and match. You already have a bunch of healthy stuff ready to go. Meals that are already prepared makes eating easier. You don't have to think about it. If your workout is scheduled, showing up becomes easier. It's just on the calendar. I just do what my calendar says to do. If your phone is away, if you put it in a different room, or if you get like, I don't know, I use a brick app, so it blocks off all the distractions anyways, focusing is easier. If your circle and friends have standards, rising up becomes easier. You're the sum of the 5 people you spend time with. Heck, I'd rather be the most broke person in my friend group and everyone else is balling because it pushes me to be a little bit better. Y'all are talking about going on this trip, that trip, want to touch down here for a weekend. I'm like, yo, I want to do that too. What's going on? Got to work a little bit harder to get to that point. Discipline is not just about trying harder, and that's the thing so many people think it is. It's about removing friction from the right actions. It's from and adding friction to the wrong ones. I want to make it harder for me to go and eat cookies because I'm a recovering chocoholic. I fucking love cookies so much. I'm recovering from it, guys. Right? But if it's harder for me to get cookies, maybe it's easier for me to stick to my meal plan. Making the good choice is easier. Making the bad choice is harder. Heck, maybe there's no cookies in the house. It's even easier. That's how you design discipline. That's how you're going to find your discipline. Your environment is either pulling you towards the person you want to become, or it's dragging you back into who you used to be. And we already know who that person is. We already know what that person's about. We don't want to keep living like that person, do we? So stop asking for more willpower. Start designing better surroundings. But even with the right environment, you still need standards, because without standards, every decision becomes a debate. You know, you got that little angel on one shoulder, a little devil on the other shoulder, and back and forth. You have standards. You don't have to think about them. You don't listen to either. Just the standards rule everything. That's why the fourth part of discipline is standards. Standards matter because they remove the need to negotiate yourself every single day, every single decision. A lot of people are exhausted. There's a book. Let me show you guys real quick. Let me show you guys this book real quick, okay? Wonderful book. The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. All right? This book says you only have so many fucks to give in a day. Okay? You're not special. There's only so many fucks to give in a day. People are exhausted because they're making the same decisions over and over again. Should I work out? Should I eat this? Should I wake up early? Should I track my money? Should I do the thing I said I was going to do? All of these little thoughts are one fuck less that you have. You only have so many in the day. You have only so much energy in the day. If you think of it like a tank, and every time you have to think, the tank is getting less and less and less and less and less and less. This negotiation drains you over time. Disciplined people don't win because they have more energy. They win because they have fewer debates. There's less things to think about in the day. I do this, I don't do that. I eat this, I don't eat that. Right? They have standards. I train 4 days a week. I don't miss 2 days in a row. And that's one of the rules I live by. I don't miss 2 days in a row. I track what matters. I prepare before the week starts. I keep my word to myself. I don't negotiate with old versions of me. That guy's gone. That guy's dead. That's yesterday. The new version of me he needs things. That's the power of standards. Standards will turn your discipline from a daily emotional battle into a clear operating system. You're kind of running on autopilot. Something I tell a lot of my friends. They don't understand. I'm like, Ty, how are you so jacked? Ty, why do you have money? Ty, how do you do all these things? How do you write a book? How do you run these retreats? How do you do 101 things? It's because my systems. It's so easy. My systems are in place and I'm just like, I just do what the system says to do. I don't think that much. This matters so it's vital for people that want to build wealth, that want to build fitness, that want to build leadership. Because if everything's optional, your old habits always win. Because it's easy, it's comfortable. You go back to that old thing. Optional things get skipped, but scheduled things will get done. All right? Tracking will improve. Whatever you measure gets managed. And when you repeat this over and over and over again, when you repeat it, you do it a few times, you make sure that you're constantly moving in that direction, it becomes your identity. It just becomes a part of you. You're not thinking about it anymore. You're just flowing and going. Life is but a dream. You're rowing your boat gently down the stream. You know the direction you're moving in, and it's easy. Standards protect you from your lower moods. When you're upset, when you're tired, when you're stressed, when you're cranky, when you're overwhelmed because the life is getting to you. Your standards protect you. They make the decision before any emotion gets involved. But your standards still require one more major thing. One more thing. You have to understand the cost of avoiding pain. Pain is a part of life, guys. And the fifth reason that you need to understand And the fifth reason you need to understand is that discipline does not remove pain. Discipline actually lets you choose what pain you want, okay? There's the pain of training. There's the pain of not liking what you see in the mirror, being a fatty. There's a pain of meal prepping. There's a pain of feeling low energy every day because you keep on stopping off at Starbucks and just having the coffee and their little donuts and the this and that. There's different pains. There's the pain of tracking your money, and there's the pain of wondering, where did my money go? Why don't I have any money? What's happening with my bills? What's up? There's the pain of waking up early, and there's the pain of always feeling behind. Like, you can say no now, or you could regret the thing later. The question is not, do I want pain? The question is, what pain am I willing to pay for? What pain am I willing to accept? You pay now so you can have freedom later. All right? Otherwise, or you could just feel comfortable now. You can keep doing what you're doing. Clearly it's working for you. If it's working for you, keep doing it. Enjoy the pain that you're in. Right? Most people are not avoiding pain. You're still uncomfortable. You're still not living the life that you want or feeling the way that you want. You're still doing it. But you're just choosing the wrong thing. And some pain compounds positively while other pain compounds negatively. So you got to choose wisely. This is why discipline is so powerful. It teaches you to stop borrowing comfort from your future. Give up the comfort now. Stop being so comfortable now and be more comfortable tomorrow. Be a little more comfortable next time. Discipline is choosing the short-term discomfort that creates long-term freedom. And when you keep making that choice, something powerful happens. You begin to trust yourself again. When did you lose trust in yourself the first time? That's the final piece. Discipline is not about results. Discipline is about evidence. And every time that you said you're going to do something and you do it, you created evidence. You proved to yourself, I can trust me. This is where confidence comes from. Okay? It's not hype. Not affirmations. It's not pretending. Hey, I know I say fake it till you make it, baby. It's one of the best tools ever. Fake it till you make it. Keep being the person that you want to be before you're the person that you want to be, and you will eventually be the person that you want to be. And as you continue to do it, you'll have evidence. You said you'd train, you trained. You said you'd wake up, you woke up. You said you'd track, and you tracked. You said that you're gonna lock in. What did you do? You locked in. This evidence compounds. And after a little while, eventually, you stop seeing yourself as someone who's trying to become disciplined. You just are. This is the psychology. I didn't make this stuff up. This is the psychology of the universe, guys. Your brain needs proof. It needs to see that you can do the thing. Every completed action is a vote for your identity that you're building. Every time that you do it, every thing that you get done, it's a vote for yourself. It's a vote for the character that you're designing. This life is a video game, guys. What stats are you putting into your character? What stats are you setting up for them? How are you allocating your points? You got 24 hours worth of points in a day. What are you putting your points towards? If you keep your word, you reinforce that belief of this is who I am. This is why small wins matter. People disrespect the small wins because they want dramatic transformation. They want something huge. But small wins are how you rebuild your self-trust. And when you trust yourself, everything changes. Absolutely everything changes. I'm telling you, you move different, you sell different, you train different, you read different, you build different, you feel different. Because now you're not hoping you can do it. You're not saying, oh, maybe. No, you have evidence. For myself, my evidence is I said I'd write a book and I wrote a book and it's published. I said I'd get jacked and I got jacked. I was getting a little fat. I was getting a little pleasantly plump last year, guys. I had to fix that. You guys may even notice when you watch back the videos, my face is smaller. Discipline builds self-trust. And self-trust is the most valuable asset that you can have. So let's bring it all together, all right? At the beginning of this video, I told you that discipline is not just about forcing yourself to do hard things, right? Now you know the truth. Discipline is psychology. It's identity, emotional regulation. It's your environment, your standards. It's choosing your pain, choose your hard. It's funny. It's building self-trust through repeated evidence. Stop saying, I'm not disciplined. I'm so lazy. Start saying, I'm building discipline. Because discipline is not a gift. It's a relationship with yourself. And every day, you're either strengthening that relationship or you're weakening it. It's really that simple. Every promise that you keep matters. Every rep, every meal, every check-in, every time you show up and you don't feel like doing it and you do it anyways, you're becoming someone new. And that's exactly why the 30-day lock-in exists. It's not just to help you train for 30 days. That's only one piece of it. It's to help you prove to yourself that you have the follow-through, that you can follow through. So if you like today's episode, smash that like button, especially if you're someone who keeps saying that they need more discipline. Heck, share it with a friend. And if you're ready to stop relying on motivation and start building real evidence, join the 30-day lock-in. Click it down below. This is where we train, we track, we stay accountable. We build discipline that carries over into your body, into your business, into your money, and into your life. Because you're a millionaire in the making. And it's time that you move like one. Peace.